My people, hello. It is your boy and fellow UBC analyst. Hello, UBC fans. It's your boy J Specs. Of course, I said your boy twice, but I'm a jabroni, so don't worry about that. And you know what time it is. It is about that time for power rankings. We are what? I believe it's 9 weeks regular season, so I'm pretty sure this is the week that pushes us past the halfway mark. So we're here, boys. We're halfway done with the UBC, and it's been an interesting season to say the least. Now, I don't want to sit here and babble because I tend to do that sometimes when I'm talking. But let's get right into these rankings, shall we? I'm about to pull my best Jay Witch voice out. Number 10. I'm sorry, that won't happen. But we start off with the number 10 team, and with that, again, everybody, this is my disclaimer. Nothing personal against everybody. This is strictly how I feel week to week. And I mean, I'm trying to make it accumulative. Well, I don't know why. I just almost struggled with that word so bad. But I want to make it so that it kind of makes sense that, like, nobody, the number 10 isn't going to jump up to number 1 just by 6-0 somebody. It's looking at your whole body of work, and this is nothing personal, obviously. It's just my opinion. So I mean, if you need to sue me, by all means, do what you have to do. But yeah, my number 10 for this week is John, the coach of the Florida Gators. Now you may be saying, oh wow, so at the bottom of the rankings we have someone different. Yes, we do. This was a very eventful week, and unfortunately for John, he lost 6-0. Now, if you've seen the match, yes, he did not get 6-0, but he quit. No matter what's happening in the match, whether hacks is happening or not, let's just try to finish the match out, guys, please. Just out of respect to Adam and the UBC, just finish the match, because otherwise you take a 6-0 and then that can pretty much ruin your chances of playoffs. So I mean, just keep that in mind. But as far as the match goes, he played against CJ, and to be completely honest, because I was there for that match live, CJ was in control of that match, 100%. He was 100% in control. It's not like he was getting a bunch of flinches or anything like that. It was a situation where he swapped in his, goodness. I'm sorry. He swapped in, I believe he swapped in Tangrowth, and CJ had his intake out and clicked Sacred Fire, and Tangrowth got burned, and I guess he didn't want to sack off his Tangrowth, so he swapped in the Azumarill, and then Sacred Fire burned the Azumarill, and at that point he just quit. But I mean, Sacred Fire's 50% chance to burn, so I mean that's pretty much a flip of a coin. I'm pretty sure that's the highest chance of a move having with a secondary effect actually working, minus Serene Grace being added to it. So I mean, I understand the frustration, but Azumarill isn't a switch into a Sacred Firing Entei. Hello? He had no reason not to click Sacred Fire there. And I'm not judging you, John. Obviously, hindsight is 2020, but just finish out the match, man. No matter what. I mean, yeah, your Azumarill would have been burned, and it wouldn't have been as beneficial. But I mean, either you could have saved it for a sack later on, or Aqua Jet still could have been useful because it's still huge power Azumarill, unless for some strange reason you want to run Sap Zipper. But yeah, CJ played great that match anyway. Like, in my opinion, he had control. His Kadabra got a quick kill, and he had you playing the switch game. And then when his intake came out, and just click that big red button. That's the only other big red button in my opinion, other than Decreate, because either something's taking a lot of damage, or something's taking a lot of damage and getting a crucial burn. But yeah, John, you can easily come back. You've been playing. I mean, this season is very competitive. You haven't been playing bad, my friend. There's always next week. Just come back harder. All right. And I think I am going to look for him. And not look for him. Hello, John. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm sorry. That's not what I mean. I was just looking for where I have the logo so I can get that out of here. as we move down to our number 9 slot. And at number 9, our boy RG the Awesome. He was here last week. I couldn't necessarily move him down to week 10 just because I kind of want to make it a point to. I'm pretty sure Adam wants to make this point across as well. Just forfeiting is very, very not punishable because I mean it's a game, but I mean that's something you don't want to do. At least finish off the match because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been at the 6-0, even with the burns. But yeah, so with that, RG is number 9. And RG, honestly, it just seems like my friend is in a slump. He's in a bit of a slump, losing a few games. This game he lost to, he actually played young Orso this week, and Orso beat him convincingly. I just recently watched that game. Like I say, I usually watch the games live, but then right before I do these, I kind of try to recap just to make sure everything's fresh in my brain. And my boy Young Orso came through and 5-0'd RG. He was in pretty good control of that match. And I mean, it like I said, it just feels like RG's in sort of a slump right now. I mean, he's a good player. He'll be able to bounce back, but don't let this loss get you down, RG. I know you're kind of low in the standings and everything, and you've been number 9 twice, back to back in the power rankings. But obviously, you know how these type of things go. And I mean, in my league, I'm doing pretty horrible, and I'm usually oh my goodness, for lack of a better word, one of the top competitors as well. So I mean, don't go down. Don't be too rough on yourself. I know there's a lot of things going on with like your computer situation and stuff like that, but you'll easily be able to bounce back, my friend. I believe in you. All right, and with all that sentimental rubbish out of the way, let's get RG and number 9 out of here and move on to my number 8. And at number 8, I have Tom in the Arizona Rattatas. Tom faced Jack, and the main reason why Tom is at this slot, honestly, thinking about it now, I'm probably gonna write in the comment section how I feel about this. It's just looking at it, I didn't want. Let me look. Yeah, I mean, he lost to Jack. Tom started off hot this season, and then I mean he's just been in a little down slope. And Jack's the number 1 battler though, so I mean you can't really take too much from him. But I mean it was just Tom. Again, I other than the battles I've seen from you this season, man, I don't know too much, but again, everybody that listens to this who's in the bottom half, don't take this to heart. This is just my opinion, and I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. Remember that. And with that, I'm going to get Tom out of here. Bop. Get that number 8 out of here too. Now, the reason why I was considering, I didn't even think about this, was because at number 7 we have the Dugo, last season's champion, my good friend the Bird. And I was actually, like, right there, I was considering swapping him with Tom. So, I mean, necessarily Tom and everyone out here, you're my number 7, Bird's my number 8, because he got dropped on his neck. Bird got absolutely dropped on his neck by Kahuna. It was a very, very good win for Kahuna. I really was surprised by that. I wouldn't say lack of prep, because Bird always preps very good. It's just, I mean, in situations where you have to play the prediction game, you just have to play the prediction game. Sometimes your predictions are right, sometimes they're not. And I remember in the chat, Bird was saying some things about moves he was predicting, and he didn't think he was going to go for superpowers, stuff like that. And Kahuna just happened to be the one to go for the moves Bird thought had no reason to be on that mod. So, I mean, that's, in my opinion, one of the weaknesses I see in Bird. He, like most of the YouTubers that are top players, I mean, he doesn't expect the lower ladder to be the lower ladder. For lack of better words, Kahuna, this is not me calling you the lower ladder. It's just me using this as an example. Like I did a live on, I believe I was streaming. I was either streaming or recording. It was me, Bird, and CJ, or maybe they were recording. I can't remember, and I was a feature. But when we were on the lower ladder, there was a bunch of situations where Bird was like, "There's no way he's gonna stay in," and the guy stayed in, and then the guy got a kill on Bird. Or where here he said there was no reason for him to bring superpower on Darmanitan, yet it was there and it got a kill. So I mean, and even in UBC season 1, when me and him played and I picked up the W in that game, he was surprised I stayed in with Umbreon because he felt as if there was no point in staying in on Umbreon with Umbreon on an M-board that's clicking Flare Blitz. And he for that exact reason he didn't click Flare Blitz, and I ended up winning the game. So I mean, yes, I understand wholeheartedly why people make the predictions they make, but I mean, you never know what your competition is thinking. So I mean, yes, sometimes you have to think of the best play possible, but then most of the time you have to also consider the safe play and consider who you're playing against. Like that could have been a very, like in my opinion, his prediction of him not having superpower was very aggressive. Because I mean, that's just a coverage move. Why not run that on Darmanitan? You have a Tyrantrum. Otherwise, Tyrantrum would hard wall Darmanitan. So I can see why superpower was a thing there. And I mean, it's Verge. So next week we will see him bounce back, I'm sure, depending on who he plays. I think he might play Adam, so that'll be a very good match. Very, very good indeed. And enough harping on my man Verge. No homo, of course. My boy. My homie. Let's get him out of here and let's move on to, oh my lord, rip me, number 6, and my boy Young Orso. Can we get a round of applause for my man Evil Orso? I don't know how well you guys are hearing this clap. It may sound horrible for you, but Orso, I am giving you a slow clap, my friend. I've been here with you the whole time. I have told you. I've been saying in these rankings, don't worry about anything. You will grab your win. You indeed grabbed your win in dominating fashion. I applaud you, my friend. Now take that momentum and continue. I don't have him in the top 5, even though he's a winner, because he beat RG. He beat RG, and it was convincing. But RG has been literally one rank above him usually in the past weeks in the power rankings. So I mean, yes, he does get a huge bump up, but not enough to crack him into the top 5. Just because, I mean, weighing everything, yes, he got a very good win. That's good for his composure, good for him to get some momentum going, possibly boost him up when it comes to prep, allowing him to remember, because like I said, anybody can, you can beat anyone as long as you prep in battle. You just have to think out all your moves and battle the best of your ability. And obviously he did that there as he was able to manhandle my man RG. That'd be awesome. Sorry about that, RG. But Orso, my friend, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And with that, my people, we go to the top 5. As far as the rankings go, we get to the upper half of the rankings. And at number 5, I have Tyler, coach of the Seattle Seahawks. Let me see. Alright, now with this match, this was a very good match. Tyler is, I believe, the last person who lost. I have him over Kahona just because he lost to Adam, and it was only a 2-0, and that match was very, very interesting. I don't want to harp on it too much now that I'm talking about Tyler, but because Adam did some very, very good things that I want to give him credit for when I get up to his ranking. But Tyler played well. It was a very good match. Very, very good indeed. And there was a situation, I'm not going to spoil it until I get there, where I feel as if Tyler thought he had a guaranteed kill, and then Adam made an amazing play, and it pretty much got Adam the game. So, Tyler, you played great, my friend. You got yourself to 5th spot. Continue to play well. I mean, Adam just was able to outplay you and out-prep you there. No worries, though. And with that, I shall move on. So now we are in the upper echelon, the top-notch players. Well, I'm sorry, not like that. Don't want to offend anybody. But we are in number 4, and I have Kahuna Gon, my boy Kahuna Gohan. And Kahuna is the one who played Bird. He manhandled Bird. He dropped Bird on his neck. What more can I say? He 5-0'd Bird, which I think is his most substantial loss this season. And I mean, Bird's pretty much been playing with fire this season. He almost lost to Orso, only getting that 2-0 week 1. So I mean, he's been playing a little this season compared to his championship run last season. But Kahuna played well and made the necessary predictions and plays that need to be made to take out the Dugo. So congrats to you, my friend. With that, I just want to speed this up a little bit. So I'm not even going to sit here and harp on that. Good job, Kahuna. You are top 4, my friend. Let's get on to number 3. Wow. Number 3, we have my friend D Choice CJ and the coach of the Baltimore Orioles. I do not know what that red thing is on his logo. Oh, Rick. I had it too close. I'm sorry about that. You guys saw some on screen, on video editing. But that's okay. And yeah, so CJ picked up a 6-0, mostly because John forfeit at like turn 14, so it was very early in the match. But CJ was playing amazing. He was in control of that match anyway, and he completely had no reason not to click Sacred Fire at the point where he clicked Sacred Fire and get those burns. So I mean, the CJ, like I said, you are my dark horse. Continue to be that, my friend. Or should I say my dark Riolu? JK. Alright, let's move on, shall we? Get CJ out of here. Now we have number 2. The Bee's Knees, Adam, and the coach of the Kansas City Cajonas? Hello, Kahuna? Kahuna Gohan, I guess you're Adam's mascot, my friend. I actually want to make that a little bit bigger, as I did a little bit more on-screen editing. Yeah, but coach of the Kansas City Cajonas, Adam the Bee's Knees. Now, my friend, Adam. The main reason why, well, not the main reason why, you've been playing well. I believe you only have that one loss that you picked up to RG earlier in the season, which was RG's only win. Which is why we know RG has a potential. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You beat RG. You lost to CJ. CJ's the one who beat you. But this match, my friend, me looking at this match, the situation where I was talking about when I was bringing up Tyler, was when Tyler had his Doug Trio in on his Jolteon, and he thought, yes, I have a kill. Jolteon shall die. All I have to do is click Earthquake, because I believe Doug Trio outspeeds, and that is a dead Jolteon. And Adam said, not so, my friend, not so. I'm going to put this little item on my Jolteon called the Shed Shell, and get my boy up out of there into somebody with Levitate, because I believe Doug Trio might even have been Choice Scarfed. That's probably why it outsped Jolteon, to be honest. And I knew it had to be Scarfed or something, because when he swapped out into whatever I forgot what he swapped into. It was a Levitator though, something that was off the ground. He kept clicking Earthquake, so he was locked in the Earthquake. And the Shit Shell was just amazing. It gave Adam the necessary needs to keep his Jolteon, and it allowed him to pick up the W late game. Very well played, my friend. That was great. Me seeing that again was very clean, Up, and I did it in reverse that time. And people, again, number 1, it's the me and Doge, my boy Jack himself. Number 1, Jack. Honestly, Jack's just been continuing to dominate. Like, he's just been playing really well. There was some unfortunate hacks in his game where Sneasel kept flinching his Mega Heracross, which almost got him the momentum he needed. Like, he could have healed it if Jack didn't swap out, but he preserved it. And Jack was able to get a burn on the Weavile and then turn the game around. So, I mean, Jack's been playing great, dominating. Another 4-0. Another big boost to his differential. He's just been dropping everyone on their necks so far. I can't wait to see him run up against Adam, because that's usually always a good match. And yeah, I mean, other than Adam right now, he's pretty much beat everyone else who's been in the top half of the power rankings, at least Lunch? My lord, this verbal diarrhea is atrocious. I'm sorry, people. I wouldn't say it's late. Oh my goodness, it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, it is late. But I just felt like, I don't know. I'm rambling. But Jack, the coach of the Maryland Mean Child, still undefeated. Still your number one team, people. And with that, your boy J Specs is going to get up out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Follow all the coaches on Twitter or whatever. Sub to their channels, the ones that upload. And sub me to your friendly neighborhood analyst. And I'm out of here, people. Thanks for